Hello folks, welcome back. Today we are reviewing on this nostalgic set right here known as 4865, the LEGO Harry Potter Forbidden Forest set. This set retailed for $11.99 USD, has 4 minifigures and was first released in 2011. Without further ado, let's look into the minifigures. And as mentioned, we have 4 minifigures which includes Narcissa Malfoy, Draco's mom, Hagrid, Harry and Voldemort. Personally, I would say Narcissa and Voldemort are my preference among the minifigures just because I don't actually own any duplicates of these two minifigures as of the time of this video, whereas for Harry and Hagrid I actually have a duplicate of these two from the 2011 Hagrid Heart set which I do own, and you can check the video out above in the link above. And yeah, that aside, looking at each of these minifigures individually, I really do love Narcissa's hairline, amazing with the dual white and brown colorations, which is still pretty rare today, even considering today's standard of hair pieces. And otherwise, her torso and leg pieces is really detailed as well, not unlike her movie appearance. And here's a look at the back torso and secondary expression. Next, we have Hagrid, who as with other variants look much bigger than regular figures. He has a nice rubber black hair and nice print on the main body mold. And before I move on, here's a look at his face expression beneath the beard. Now for Harry and Voldemort, they both have a pretty common costume, with Voldemort having a black-green robe with a cape and Harry spotting on the Gryffindor costume. Voldemort doesn't really have any secondary face expression or back torso, so I won't be actually showing his back, So without further ado, here's a look at, Harry's secondary face expression. And with that, I guess that wraps up our minifigures. They're all pretty nice and really detailed, considering the fact whereby this set was actually the smallest of its wave and was actually released 10 years ago, which is a really long time. Now, next, let's move on to the mini build of this set, which is this main tree over here. So this main tree actually covers the Forbidden Forest section. And yeah, to put it simply, it is supposed to represent the scene where Harry actually sacrifices himself to save Hagrid during the final film of the movies. And yeah, Narcissa ends up lying to Voldemort that Harry is dead, which assists in the entire downfall of the Dark Lord, which is why she's actually in this set as well. And anyway, storyline aside, I do really, like that they actually provided this blue flame pieces in the set, although it's not movie accurate because in the film they actually used like ropes to tie Hagrid up instead of trapping him in fire. The reason why I like this disregarding the inaccuracy is because this actually reminds me quite a lot of the Protego Diabolica charm that Grindelwald used in the second film of Fantastic Beasts. So yeah, it's really kind of cool to think about that, and that is why I kind of like it. But otherwise, that little side note aside from that, looking around the tree itself, it does look pretty basic with a mushroom print right there and quite a bit of leaf pieces and a snake. And another adding point would be that there's a technique mechanism over here which allows you to flick off a minifigure just like that, and you can see the minifigure fly off. And with that, that would be it for the build of the set. For final verdict, I will actually conclude that definitely the minifigures are actually the ace of this set, especially the exclusive Narcissa Malfoy, which completes my Malfoy family collection. Therefore, for rating, I will actually give the aesthetics of the set a 7, as it does look great if I consider it as a minifigure battle pack. For functionality, considering the simple flicking mechanism, I would give it a 6. And last, for price, for $11.99 for minifigures and a small build, it is really pretty good, and therefore it deserves a 9. A 7, 6 and 9 score makes this set a B grade, which is decent. And with that, we have come to the end of the video. So if you liked it so far, please do check out the reason how related to this video and subscribe. Nox Lumos, and I'll see you on the next magical adventures. Toodles, bye!